Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Midday Music. I'm a little bit late. I was working on editing stuff for Sunday, as I do, and I just got stuck in that and lost track of time, so I apologize. But I am here, and so I thought that this time, today on Midday Music, I would go back to our very first Midday Music back on March 24th, almost a year ago now, and revisit the songs that I played then and the reading that we read, see if we could get anything new from it after having been here for a year now. So although the first song we did recently at church, so I had to replace that, and so here we go. Sing, sing, and make music with the heavens. Sing, sing, sing. Grateful that you hear us when we shout your praise. Lift high the name of Jesus. What's not to love about you? Heaven and earth adore you. Kings and kingdoms bow down. Son of God, you are the one. You are the one we're waiting for. We will sing, 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 and make music with the heavens. We will sing, sing, sing. Grateful that you hear us when we shout your name, like the name of Jesus. You are the love that frees us. You are light that leads us, like a fire burning. Son of God, you are the one. You are the one we're living for. We will sing, 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 and make music with the heavens. We will sing, sing, sing. Grateful that you hear us when we shout your praise. Lift higher the name of Jesus. We will sing, 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 and make music with the heavens. We will sing, sing, sing. Grateful that you hear us when we shout your praise. Lift higher the name of Jesus. I have a slight technical limitation today. I'm not able to use my microphone that I normally use, so I hope everything sounds fine. So here we are, Midday Music, brought to you by St. James Episcopal Church. I'm Michael Larkin, Director of Contemporary Music and Technology, as always, here with you every Tuesday, usually at 12:10, but, you know, today, 12:15-ish, I suppose. Tomorrow, Kip will bring you some organ tunes, and of course, John will be back on Thursday with guitar, you know, who knows, harmonica, saxophone, whatever he brings to the party. On Sunday we'll have church at 9 a.m. as always. Here's another one that I chose in relation somewhat to the reading that we will get to eventually. And so when I call to you, my God, give me a relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my call. Don't I deserve some peace and rest? How long, oh man, will you trade my glory for naught and love, delusions and false gods? Know that the Lord has set the godly apart, and He will hear you when you call. Selah, Selah, remind us to take pause. Selah, Selah, love us despite our flaws. Selah, Selah, shine your light down. Selah, Selah. If in our anger we do not sin, instead we search our hearts and be silent, and offer sacrifices of the righteous. Will you let your light shine down upon us? How long, oh man, will you trade my glory for naught and love, delusions and false gods? Know that the Lord has set the godly apart, and He will hear you when you call. Selah, Selah, remind us to take pause. Selah, Selah, love us despite our flaws. Selah, Selah, shine your light down. Selah, 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 remind us to take pause. Selah, Selah, us despite our flaws. Selah, Selah, shine your light down. Selah, Selah. I wrote that one, actually. Doesn't say on there. A few years ago, right before I came to St. James, actually, I started writing it and finished it while I was here in that first year. So, one thing remains. Higher than the mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, constant in the trials and the change. One thing remains, one thing satisfies my soul. fails and never grows out, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love. In death, in life, I'm confident and covered by the power of your great love. My debt is paid, there's nothing that can separate my heart from your great love. In death, in life, I'm confident and covered by the power of your great love. My debt is paid, there's nothing that can separate my heart from your great love. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love. Higher than the mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, constant in the trial and the change. One thing remains, one thing remains, your love. So, as I said, I wanted to go through, for the most part, the songs that we did on that very first Midday Music, see where we are at this time. And the reading that accompanied those songs was Mark 9, 14 through 29. So here it goes. When Jesus came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonder and ran to greet him. "What are you arguing with them about?" he asked. A man in the crowd answered, "Teacher, I brought you my son, who is possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not." "You unbelieving generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring me the boy." So they brought him. When the spirit saw Jesus, it immediately threw the boy into convulsions. He fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. Jesus asked the boy's father, "How long has he been like this?" "From childhood," he answered. "It has often thrown him into fire or water to kill him, but if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us." "If you can," Jesus said, "everything is possible for one who believes." Immediately, the boy's father exclaimed, "I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief." When Jesus saw the crowd was running to the scene, he rebuked the impure spirit. "You deaf and mute spirit," he said, "I command you to come out of him and never enter him again." The spirit shrieked, convulsed him violently, and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse that many said, "He is dead." But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up. After Jesus had gone indoors, his disciples asked him privately, "Why couldn't we drive him out?" He replied, "This kind can come out only by prayer. So, it's not often that we find ourselves in this day and age with demons floating around, as far as I know, not the literal kind anyway. I believe I probably said something a year ago along the lines of there are many challenges that we face in life, and some are more difficult than others. But even in the times when we feel most helpless, remember that God is there, that there are things that we can't do on our own. And that's the part about Jesus replied, this kind can only come out by prayer. There are some things that we can't do on our own, but we only need to ask for God's help to be able to get through it. And so the point of doing these songs again and reviewing this reading was to see if we could find something else in it that we didn't see a year ago. And I can't, honestly. I think that's actually a testament to the relevance of this reading in our lives, that there is nothing. I mean, I'm sure someone else could get more out of this, but I don't feel the need to find more here. That there are challenges we face in our lives a year ago, today. It is still true that we can't do on our own, but again, it is still true that we can do anything. Anything is possible for those who believe. So the final song today is Your Grace Is Enough. And here we go. Great is your faithfulness, O God. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough for me. Great is your love, your justice, God of Jacob. You use the weak to the strong. You lead us in the song of your salvation, and your people sing along. So remember your people, remember your children, remember your promise, oh God. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough for me. Remember your people. Remember your children. Remember your promise, oh God. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough. Your grace is enough for me. Yeah, your grace is enough. Heaven reaches out to us. Your grace is enough for me. God, I sing your grace is enough. I'm covered in your love. Your grace is enough for me. Oh, Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for joining me for another Midday Music. Next week, we'll be back and do this again. Have a great week, great afternoon. God bless.